Well, hello and welcome to 60 Up members. Yay! Wellness Wednesday. How is everyone today? I hope you're doing great. Let me check and see if I can see any comments in the box. Know that I love hearing from you guys. It makes my day to know that you're out there engaging and doing 60 Up as a team. You know, there's something about team energy that just really brings out the best in people. So that's why we really try to keep this live going at least 3 days a week. I know Dan is on Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm here on Wednesday to keep you engaged, to give you new ideas of what you could be doing on the 60 Up board as a team. But we also like to be able to slow down and check in with you guys in the chat box, see if there's any specific things that you're really wanting us to focus on. Today, I'm going to be doing one of my summer circuits. And bottom line, the summer circuit is just a way for us to engage the body in all the various components of fitness. So we will be doing some cardio, we will be doing some strength. Obviously, we'll be doing balance training because we are the ultimate balance trainer. And we will also be doing some flexibility, mind body mindfulness, trying to get it all in with a nice, in a nice compact workout today. So what will we need? Well, as always, you're going to need some water. During the summer, it's a big focus of mine because we know that we tend to be dehydrated anyway during the summer because of the extra heat. And then when you're working out, that just compounds it. So you want to make sure that you stay hydrated. I will be taking breaks at least 3 to 4 times during the workout. And I suggest that we try to bottom up 3 to 4 deep gulps every time we take our break. And then hopefully I'll be able to drink the entire 8 to 12 ounces. That's our goal today. The other thing that you need to have for today's workout is obviously your 60 Up board. And I'm going to be utilizing the resistance training tubes in several ways today. A few maybe unique to those of you that are new. I'm going to use them not attached. So what that means is just grab your band. It can be, let me adjust my camera just a little bit so I don't chop my head off. It can be the shorter or the longer one. The longer one is oftentimes a little less intense because it gives you more range of motion, but either one works. Whatever you have nearby will work. Just adjusting my camera a bit. And then also we'll play around with the red ball. So make sure that that's also on your 60 Up board. Probably utilize that a little bit in the warm up and then again in the cool down. So let's see who's here, and hopefully you guys are ready to move. I know I am. Let me put all my messages on pause. All right. So let's see. Anybody in the house today that wants to say hi? If not, hi, Doug. Good to see you. And Vicky as well. Pat and Mona, thank you for joining me every week. It is so nice to have my group here. And I do know, and I hope you know, that these are up on the website for a while. If you scroll down, you can find it and do the workout at any time at your own, pace or what works for you. But they're also up on YouTube. So if you just go to YouTube, spelled YOUTUBE, if you've never done it, put in 60 Up workouts, and up will come the ones that have been saved by your instructors, myself, Dan, and even Debbie. So check that out. But once again, for our live workout, we're going to be using our tubing, we're going to be using our board, we're going to be using our balls, so have them all ready. And we're going to be doing timed bouts that will come in and out in a circuit. Circuit training just means you're going to go from one thing to the next in a nice fluid motion. The only stops we'll take is to circuit in some water for you. I'm going to go ahead and get started because there's so much I want to get to today. And I also do want to have time to be able to, come forward and see if there are any specific comments you're making or things that you want to discuss. We can always chat a bit at the end of the workout as well. But thank you again for being here and supporting the 60 Up team as a team together. We're all better together. All right, I'm going to put my tubing down. Now, you're going to notice I have a nice sturdy chair nearby, and I wish that everybody would at least have one nearby because You know, we all get fatigued at our own pace and our own rate, and there's nothing wrong with sitting down and taking a little break if you need to. I'll also have a set of dumbbells for those of you that prefer to work with something like a dumbbell instead of the tubing. Most of the exercises, or all the exercises I will be doing, could be done with a dumbbell instead of the tube. So I like to give you that option. The nice thing about the tube is, hey, they came with your board. So as long as you didn't put them somewhere that you can't remember where they are now, we should all have one of these. I'm going to hang one on my hook here, just so it's there and it's very accessible for me to grab when I want to use it during the circuit. So do that yourself if you can. And then I'm going to get started with our warm-up, and I'm going to put a little bit of background beat on. You might not hear it. I don't want it to be overbearing, but I do like to keep a beat going because I feel like when I do, it keeps us on pace. There's a rhythmicness or a rhythmicity to it, if that's such a word, that helps us stay a little bit more on pace, not go too fast or too slow. All right, so we're going to start off with our warm-up, as I said. Just putting your hands up on the handles, feet about hip-width apart. Let's just wiggle the fingers for a second and take a deep breath. Inhale and roll those shoulders down and back. Exhale, inhale. A little mindfulness right now will do. Filling up the lungs, loosening up the shoulder girdle. A couple more big circles. Opening up the chest, rounding the shoulders down and back. Last one. And then hold those shoulders down and back, and let's rock the feet. So rock back into your heels and rock up onto your toes. Let your hips move towards the back wall. Keep those arms nice and relaxed, hands on poles. As you sit back, allow the hamstrings to stretch a bit more, bowing forward from the hips. Very nice. Waking up those feet, waking up those calves, waking up those thighs, hips, and core. Two more. Go up high on those toes. Come back. Last one. And then stay in that back position. Bend the knees and extend. So keeping your body forward, just continue to warm up the knee joints. Think about that. Think about how bending and extending fire those muscles around the knee and kneecap, bringing nice oxygen, blood, and circulation into the area. Now keep the knees bent, and let's round the spine up and down. So from the side, it looks like this. Just round up and down. You can hold your poles if that feels comfortable, or you can place your hands on your thighs if that's a little bit more comfortable. Inhale and exhale, just getting that blood flow pumping through the back into those vertebrae of the spine. Excellent. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then from here, go back to holding your poles if you weren't, and push your body up nice and tall. Stand up, walking the feet together. Let's circle the right ankle. Just lift that heel and roll it around. And wiggle those fingers again. Just get that blood flow moving to the toes and the fingers. Other side, same thing. Circle it around. Loosen up that ankle. Loosen up that hip joint. Excellent. Wiggle those fingers. And then put that foot back down on the floor. Tap the toes up and down. So I don't know if you can see my feet behind the board, but let me show you. I'm tapping, tapping, tapping. That's it. Those toe picker-uppers have to wake up this morning. Nice. Keep tapping. Try to get that connection between the brain and the feet. Couple more. And then from here, let's touch the red line and bring the foot back down. Touch the red line in the center of the board. So just tap it and sense where it's at. Tap. You can look down to the board at first, but then see if you can increase that mind to body, kinesthetic awareness, positioning that foot right in the center of your board. Feel how you are balancing on the opposite leg. Just tap and step. Tap and step. Now I want you to overstep. So what I mean by that is, think about lifting a little higher before you tap down, almost like you're stepping over a curb. There you go. Or a rock, or anything in the way. But lift up, maybe you're getting up over a bathtub, stepping into the bathtub, up and over. Good. Again, a little higher, warming up those hips, increasing that range of motion. Excellent. 2 more times, just tapping center. Last one, and then hold here at the floor. Now slide the leg out to the side and back. Out to the side and back. Keep going. I'm just going to turn my music down a bit. It's a little loud. Keep sliding that foot down and back. Slide and recover. There we go. I hope we're on the same side. Out and in. If not, it's okay. Slide the foot out, lean into that knee. Allow your body to shift just a bit. Excellent. 2 more. Warming up those joints, getting ready for our circuit. Bring it back to the center. Now, heel tap 2 and 2 on the board. Once again, challenging your sense of balance. Also, waking up that connection between the brain and the foot and the board. Look down to the 2. Take your time on this. Think about your posture. Be mindful of that transfer of weight from right to left foot. Excellent. You got this. Deep breaths. Opening up those lungs. 2 more. Last one. Feet together again. Now this time slide back and in with the rear leg alternating. So right side back and then left side. And allow your body to lean in a little bit and that front knee to bend a bit. There you go. Lean in and back. And in and back, in and back. Excellent, you've got this. Lean and reach with that leg. Lean and reach. Perfect. Feel how you're bearing that weight into the front thigh, keeping your core strong and aligned. Couple more. Slide that foot out. Last 2, last 1, and then stand tall again. Now we're going to challenge that tap. So take the right foot. I want you to tap red, center, out 2, and down. Other foot, red, center, out 2, and down. So we're just extending that period of balance on each foot. Red, center, out 2, and down. Right, out 2, and down. Left, out 2, and down. One more set. And down. Last side. And hold. Now just give me a nice sit back squat, like a ski squat. Up and down, up and down. Excellent. Nice deep breaths. Just waking up and getting friendly with the board. Little tap here, little tap there. Balancing on the floor. 4 more. 3. Last 2. 1 more. And then from here, let's step the right foot up onto the red center line. Lunge position. Wiggle your left leg back a little bit. Now, here's where we're gonna balance on top of the board instead of just the floor. So we're gonna bend the back knee and then balance up. And then bend the back knee, touch down, and balance up. Let's see if we can get a little better at this. Bend the back knee and try to stabilize that board right in the center. Let's react to this. Control, balance, control. Ground it, balance it. You've got it. Ground it, balance it. 2 more. Ground it, balance it. Last one. And hold here. Now see if you can bring that knee forward and through. Hold. Try to get the wobbles out of the board. I know it's hard. Feel through your feet. Feel through your toes. Get that head and chest up. Get that chin up. Hold and breathe. And then step the feet together and switch sides. So shift your body over so your left foot is in the center and place your right foot on the ground. Slide it back to a comfortable lunge position. Just lunge and stand. Now add the balance. Lunge, balance, react. Lunge, balance, react. Try to straighten that board. Soften both knees on the down, ground yourself, and then lift. Again, down and lift. Couple more. Keep that chin up, keep that chest up. It's okay to glance down occasionally, but for the most part, try to keep that vision forward, that chin parallel to the ground. Ground yourself, feel those muscles contract, feel that foot contract to hold you center. Last one, hold the balance, draw the knee through, center that board. See how even your palms or your arms play a role. Centering that board, pushing a little with the right when it goes left and the left when it goes right. Getting that board back in the center spot, the sweet spot. Excellent. And let's step back down. Okay, all right, here comes our circuit. I hope you're feeling warmed up. Let's march it out behind the board at first. Just a little cardio pump. March in place, head is high, chest is lifted. Shoulder blades down and back. Good. Knees up, chest up, chin up. Just lift those feet up and down. Get that cardio flow going. That's what cardio is. It's a flow of movement that keeps the muscles working and demanding oxygen of the heart, which is why the heart rate elevates and stays there. We call that a steady state. When you get that heart rate up and keep it maintained a bit. Now widen it a bit. Go out, 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 and in, in. Again. Out, 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 in, in. Take a deep breath here as we get that heart rate elevating. That respiratory rate accelerating. Those are all signs of working your heart and your lungs, your cardiorespiratory system. Good. One more time. Now, heel drop center right here. Just drop them. Drop, drop, drop. Let them bounce a little bit on the ground. Just enough to stimulate your body posture to stand tall, your pelvic floor muscles to clench up, stimulating the bones. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now let's lead the march with the other side. Now, I led first with my left, so now I'm going to lead with my right. Join me if you did the same. March in place. Chin up, chest up. Imagine you're just going for a nice walk. You can look side to side. That throws a little bit of a balance challenge, just changing your head position. So occasionally challenge yourself. But life doesn't always happen in the front lane. Sometimes we have to look in the side lane. Right? All right, here goes the out, 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 out. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Remember, in our circuit, we're going to go smoothly from strength to cardio to balance. Again. Good. Keep going. Nice deep breath. Out. And in. And out. And in. Couple more. Last time. And heel drops again. Here we go. Boom, boom. Tighten your glutes. Zip up your core. Lift your chin. Let those heels bounce. You got this. In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now calf raises. Lift the heels. Release the heels. Now just your body weight alone is typically enough to stimulate some good toning in those calf muscles. But I want you to add the shrug down through the shoulders. Watch my shoulders. Shrug down. And push your palms against the top of those handles or hand grips to engage a little more upper back and shoulder girdle muscle as you rise up. So push down with your palms and up with your heels. Strengthening the body, tightening the core. Here we go. Up and down. Push the palms. Contract. You feel those muscles in your lats and back contracting as you press down with the palms? Do you also feel the neck lengthen as the shoulder girdle drops towards your hips? Downward. Good. Keep it going. Push them down. Release them. Push them down. Release them. 4 more. Here we go. 4. Release. And 3. Relax. 2. Last one stays up. Adding in the balance. Right arm out. Right arm down. Left arm out. Circuiting in that balance on the floor. Left arm down. Now, if you can, both arms. Ooh, here's where it gets tough. Hold and breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the hands down and let those feet relax. All right, kick them off. Back to cardio. March in place, basic step right. Up, 2, down, 2. Now, at first, just allow the board to do what it'll do as you step up on the 1-to-1 ratio. There shouldn't be too much rocking going on. 1, 1. A little bit of shift. I'll let it be reactive. Let it be natural. And then we're going to widen the base to 2-to-2, and you're going to notice a lot more rocking happening. Yes? Wider step basic. A little bit more reaction in the board. Let it happen. Remember, we're in the cardio zone, so what we want to do during this minute or so is just get your heart rate elevating a bit. You're breathing a little deeper or faster or both. Step up, step down. Again. Now, if you can, go as wide as you can. Maybe 3-to-3 and bend those knees a little bit more to allow you to stay in control, grounding yourself with the greatest amount of rock or instability, since we're putting that weight on the edges of the board. Again, out, out. 3-to-3 if you can. Out, out. One more. And we're gonna go back to 2s. Ready? Sense the difference in the shift of the board. Be mindful of it as we're working our cardio step. Up, up. Again. And now we're going to go center to the 1-1. And it's going to be much more quiet on board, right? See if you can't keep that board from tilting at all. Keep it solid, or as solid as possible, right? Now back to the 2-2. So we're going to combine or do the little piano out. Wider, 3-3. Then back into 2-2. Can you connect without looking down? 1-1. See if you can, but it's also okay to look down. 2, 2. Scale it out. 3, 3. 2, 2. And one more, 1, 1. All right. Now let's go back to heel drops. Little pounding, pounding. Reset your body, reset your balance. And then we're gonna do that same stepping pattern, but leading with the left leg instead of the right. Ready? 1, 1. Here we go. 1, 1. So our cardio bout's a little longer this time, isn't it? Up, 2, down, 2. Full foot up, chin up, chest up. Glance down occasionally if you're not sure of your foot placement, but then try to lock it to memory and step up with a forward glance or gaze. All right, let's go 2, 2. A little more rocking going on. 2, 2, down. 2, 2, down. Good job. So this is the great thing about the 60 up. We can teach it purely from a mind to muscle balance and proprioception, or we can make a cardio workout out of it, or a strength workout, or a circuit like today. And at the same time as we're focusing on cardio, 3, 3, all of those reactive and neuromuscular conditioning points are still happening. Your brain is still connecting to your feet, to the lack of total stability, to the adjustment that you have to make to keep your core in good alignment. Head high, chest up. Back to 2. To even propriocept, where is 2 on the board versus 1 and 3? Let's go back to 1. Remember, 1 is alongside the red line in the center. 2 is outside the center holes where the poles can go. And 3 is outside the wider holes where the poles can go. All right, let's piano this out. So we'll do 1, 1, or scale it out. 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 3, 3, and then back to 2, 2. Back to 1, 1. How we doing? And then of course 2, 2. What's next? 3, 3. 2, 2. 1, 1. One more time, out and back. So out, ladder it out. 3, 3. Ladder it back. 1, 1. All right, stay here, heel drops. Whew, so you may have noticed your heart rate elevate a little bit after that bout of non-stop stepping on the board. That's rhythmic, that's using a lot of muscles, that's calling on maybe a little higher heart rate or respiratory rate. But now we need to calm it down a little bit and get into some strength work. So grab some water first. I promised you that during this workout we'd stop at least 3 times. Well, I'm 1 behind, so let's get our water and take a sip. And I get to check in with you guys to see if there's any comments yet. Again, it's great to see Doug. It's great to see Vicky, Pat, Mona. Do note that today's workout is intermediate paced because we are maintaining our heart rate up and working on some other skills besides just balance and the use of the board. All right, let's get going, guys. All right, so here's where we're gonna pick up and use our band. So if you don't have a band, remember I mentioned you could use weights or a water bottle. But if you have the band, then let's grab it. I've got my short band, so you notice it's got the part that goes or connects into the board and then the handle. I'm gonna put the part that connects with the board around my foot. So it's gonna be right around my foot. I have it on my left foot and my left foot is on the red line, all right? Then from here, I'm gonna grab the left pole and put the handle in my right hand. That's a lot, right? So left foot has the strap, left hand has the handle, lift the back heel, And then from here, hold the bicep curl on this right side and do a lunge. So you're gonna feel the legs, you're gonna feel the wobble, you're gonna feel the bicep isometrically contracting as you try to control the board, the legs, controlling through the core and the bicep, strengthening. Chin up, chest up. Here we go, 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now stay down, lean forward, and reach and row. Now, if you're not getting enough resistance in the reach and row, then grab that tubing a little bit lower so that you get some nice tension throughout the rowing action. Reach, row, reach, row. Good job. Breathe. Keep your back and neck and head in nice alignment. One nice drafting table from the lean. 4, that ankle has to work to stabilize that board. 2 more. Last one. Okay, now stand up tall. Bring the feet together a little closer, so slide that back foot in so you can stand with good balance and just give me a nice curl. Curl. Elbow in. Curl that arm towards your chest, working that bicep. Good. You've got this. Curl, release. Curl, release. Okay, this next one's going to challenge a lot. It's going to challenge balance. It's going to challenge muscle. It's going to challenge proprioception. So let's see if you can do this next one. We're going to step up on our board with the toe. Hold your balance on top. Take that arm and pull up like an upright row with your elbow towards the back wall. Try to keep that board quiet. Try to stay in the center. Nice. You've got this. Pull back between the shoulder blades. Lift, lower. Lift. Working those mid-back muscles. Working those biceps. Working on balance. Working on a lot. Here we go. 2 more. Last one, and come on down. Okay, we got to switch sides. So let's go ahead and take that tubing, place it underneath the other foot. Sometimes you can loop it like you just caught a fish down there, right? Just loop it around the shoe. Other times you might have to sit down to get it on there. And then we're gonna hold it. Okay, so here was the setup. Hold the right handle, right foot in the center on the red line. Handle with the tubing is in the left hand. Now get in a nice lunge position, and from here, hold the bicep curl on the left arm and add the split lunge. 1 foot up, 1 foot down. Now if you're finding this just too wobbly, you know you can just stand on the floor and do this without being on the board. So feel free to do that if this is too difficult. But we're really trying to maximize the reactiveness of being on the board with the strength of working the tubes and the classic moves. A lunge, down, up, down, up. Inhale and exhale. Good, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Now reaching down, push your back foot to the floor. If you want to grab some of that tube to make it a little more resistant for the row, pull and release. That's it. Up, down. Try to keep that board steady and stable. And know that you can always opt instead to just put your foot on the floor and do the same move from the ground. What's important here is you're comfortable, but also that you're able to maintain good alignment through the spine, through the hips, through the shoulders. Nice and level. That's it. Lift the elbow. Breathe. Working those larger back muscles, latissimus dorsi, the shoulder, the bicep. Excellent. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2. Now step up. Remember, this next one's going to be difficult because we have to balance on top. Upright row, pull back behind you. You might want to let go of a little bit of that tube because This one is a little harder. Just pull that elbow up and back. Up and back. Try to keep that board as balanced as you can. Whew. You've got this. Sometimes when you're doing strength moves, if they have enough muscle involved, you'll feel that heart rate elevate a little and that respiratory system kick in as well. Good. You've got it. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, step the feet together. Now, let's just rock in the center. You can hook that tube up if you don't want to hold on to it. It's still under your foot, that's okay. We're just going to give ourselves a little balance break. So just rock here. Good. Now find the center and hold, just balance. Keep that body centered. See if you can let go with one or both hands. Palms up, palms down. A little distraction, a little multitask. Try it, knees are bent. Board is stable. Or at least you try to stabilize it. It's the destabilizing that fires those muscles in your feet, your ankles, your knees, your hips, forcing them to contract, to co-contract, to coordinate, to balance. That's what it's all about. Up palm, down palm, or hold on with one hand if that's too hard. Good. You've got it. Chin up, chest up. 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, let's take a water break again. Go ahead and take that tube off your foot. Come around and grab some water. Awesome. Hi, Mona. Let's go, she says. I hope she's going with us. Vicky's going to do this later with us, which is always nice. And the key to anything that's digital is you can be here with me now and we can chat it up, or you can join me later and just do the workout on your own timing. That's the beauty of this website. That's the beauty of digital workouts. All right, back to cardio. Let's step up and let's just start our little march in the center, 1 and 1. So we're just going down the road. We've gone for our walk, but it's a little rocky road, isn't it? Let those heels come up just a bit. Keep your toes down at first so you feel grounded. Remember, it's about simple cardio elevation. Nice rhythmic, smooth motion, keeping that heart rate up in the training zone. All right, if you can, lift your feet a bit more. Up, down, up. You've got this. Chin up, chest up. Excellent. Now, really take it up higher if you can. See if you can get a little air under your feet. Feet up, heels up, toes up. And of course, that's always an option, not a have to. If you're not comfortable yet, take it up to the jog. Jog is more of a spring to your step, a spring action. So you're allowing your ankle and knee to kind of absorb and push off between each step. Jog the forward. Here we go. Chest up, 60 up. Up, up, up. Up and away. Working that heart today. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, fast feet. Go, go, go. Bend your knees a little more and just make that earthquake happen. Let's go. Rock it. Fast feet, knees bent, chin up, chest up. Go, 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 go. Work it out. You can do this. Take it to the finish line. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold one foot. Front, back. Balance that board. Kick out, kick back. Breathe. Whew. A lot of times You don't notice how much your heart rate and respiration have elevated until you slow back down. And it's like, wow, I was in a higher cardio zone there. Were you? Couple more, front and back. Last one. Foot back down, and let's start over. Left lead. Easy heel plop. It's kind of like a march with your toes down. Toes are in contact with the board. Chin up, chest up. Nice, take a breath. Think about what's happening internally as your brain is connecting to your muscles and your heart is being asked to work a little harder. Now, try to lift those feet, get a little air under your foot if you can. Each side. Try to get the full foot to disconnect with the board if you can and you're comfortable. All right, now add a spring if you like. So it's more of a jog where you sink and push, sink and push, sink and push. Think of your legs like a spring, ankle, knee, and hip, ankle, knee, and hip. Down and up, down and up. Keep going. Take a breath. And on the track. Let's go. Almost there. You can see home. Go fast. Let's go. Bend those knees. Keep your chest up. Make the turnover fast. Run for your life. Let's go. Right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. Go, go, go. Keep your spine strong. Keep that pace as fast as you can. 10 more seconds. You can do this. Sprint it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Balance, kick out, and kick back. Opposite leg. Whew. Catch your breath. You've got this. Beautiful. Balance in. Try to keep that board as centered as possible. Stay stable on that standing foot. Feel the heel, feel the toes, feel the arch lifted. Good. You got it. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Bring the foot down, step down, and off. Shake it off. All right, grab your tube. Here we go. So let's just start standing, and hopefully you're okay letting go of the poles for a second. If not, then keep one hand on, and we'll do 2 sets so you can do the other hand. So here would be the easy way. Out, in. One hand on, one off. This is a little more aggressive. Both arms, both knees bending as you pull back with the tube. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Keep your elbows a little bent. So again, one arm if you feel you need the support, which is fine. Both arms if you feel fine going free flow, freestanding. Pull and pinch. That band is going to get wider as you pull and create tension between the shoulder blades and that mid-back, those posture muscles, so important. Good. Inhale, exhale. Excellent. We're really working on some of those muscles that we need to be strong, to counterbalance good posture. In particular, those rear muscles of the shoulder and the middle back. Excellent. All right, now let's settle over with that hand on the right. Turn a little towards it and push back into the handle, extending the elbow and doing a little tricep kick back. We worked the biceps a lot the last series, so let's work those triceps. You can push into that handle a little bit and ground your board downward on the right side. You're in a semi-lunge, front knee bent, back leg straight. Try to keep the elbow high behind you. If it's too much tension, ease down the tube a little so it's not quite so difficult. If you need more tension, grab up the tube a little and notice how that affects the amount of tension you're creating in the muscle and the movement. Good. 4 more. 3 more. 2, 1, back to center. Okay, now, here we're gonna do that same series again. And for those of you that needed to hold on, now you're gonna hold on with the left and work the right with that squeezing back, lunging action. Once again, if you're okay freestanding, that means no hand holding, then do both arms together. Think of pinching a tennis ball between your shoulder blades. Pull in, pull back. Lunge the knee. Now you can always go a little wider with your stance if you feel like you're not balanced enough. A wider stance usually makes you feel a little more balanced. Could you be doing this up on the board? Sure you could. That would be a more advanced way if you've built up to that. Pull and pull. Good, keep the chin up, keep the chest up, keep breathing. Beautiful. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now turn towards that left handle and kick back from a little lunge stance using that other tricep muscle on that other arm. Good. Always feel free to adjust and hold your band wherever you need to get the right amount of resistance throughout the range of motion. So from the start to the end, you want to feel tension building behind the arm and back of the shoulder. Good. Out and in. Whew, building up some heat again. Excellent. Out, in, out. Squeeze that tricep. Couple more. Last one. All right, back to center. Woo! Let's just roll those shoulders a little, release the tension, and just rock the board hand in hand, hand on handles, and just let it rock. All right, now step up onto the board in a wide position, maybe 2.5 or 3, with the toes out and the heels in. A little different angle for the hips. Let's just hold here. Now, bend your knees a little bit, find that little bit of a plie squat position. And then add a balance. We take that tube and we're gonna balance up and down, up and down. So notice how I'm resting my wrist on the pole instead of my hand. If that's too wobbly for you, then instead grab the pole with your hand instead of your wrist. Think of blocking a punch or a kick. Block it and bring it down. Balance it. Excellent. You've got this. Keep those knees a little bent and try to ride that board right in the center. Find your center point. Keep your chin up. Keep your chest up. That's it. Beautiful. Breathing. Inhale, exhale. Now for those of you that want to do more of a super challenge, then let's put both arms out and up. Remember, everything in life is progression, in particular exercise. So only do this if you feel like you've progressed to the point where you can be on board balanced without holding your handrails. If not, stick with the alternating, or even if that's too hard, just hold and balance. Remember, this is your workout, so do it the way that works for you. Beautiful. We've got this. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, are your feet getting a little hot? Are your thighs getting a little tight, a little hot? Well, that might be because you were in that held isometric contraction. Let the heel come up as we rock out some of the tension from our ankles and feet. And we start to bring this workout to closure. All right, deep breath. Now I want you to stay on the right side and circle that left ankle. Just ease out the ankle and the hip, right there. And then switch sides, ground yourself over to the left and ease out any tension in the ankle, the foot, the hip of the right leg. Now pivot, turn to the right, grab the right handle with both hands, come into that side position, lunge, find your center and hold it for a second to get a good stride, a good comfortable distance where both feet are on. And then I want you to ground it down to the back and just push your hip forward and your heel down. Take the back arm and reach up, like a little warrior pose. Focusing the stretch on the back heel, the back calf, the back hip flexor. By back, I mean the one furthest away from me. Or actually, it's the one closest to me, the back leg. All right, now lean in, let your board rock down, and straighten that front leg as you lean over it. Try to straighten that knee and stretch down the hamstring. Still keep the back heel down. Just lengthen those leg muscles. Hold. Inhale and exhale, flat back. 3 to 5 deep breaths in each position. All right, come back to the center, turn slowly around, slowly, and pivot, pivot, pivot until you're in a nice long stride facing the opposite direction, right? Try to find center again for a second, balance. Toes and knees facing the opposite direction. Now bottom out in the back and tuck your hip flexor under with your hips. So take your tailbone and tuck under. Push your back heel to the ground. Reach up with the arm that's furthest away from me. You can let go of your tubing if you want. I'm not really going to use it here. We're just stretching down. Hold that nice long stretch through the torso, through the calf, through the hip. Nice deep breath. Looking up if you can, if you're comfortable. 3 to 5 deep cleansing breaths. And then lean in, rock forward, lean over that front leg and try to straighten that front knee as you hold that hold. Oops, there goes my little tubing holder. Hold here. Stretch, push that back heel down. Let your body just lean over and stretch. Try to keep the weight, if you're gonna hold your thigh with the back arm, keep it on your thigh, not your kneecap. You don't wanna put unnecessary stress or pressure on the patella or the kneecap. Front leg as straight as possible, lengthening that hamstring. Excellent. And now we'll just move forward, pulling the back leg in and come down off your board, step off, and grab your red ball. I told you to have your red ball ready, didn't I? Come on back to the rear of your chair, of your board. Now at this point, I'm not gonna hold on, so if you prefer to sit down, feel free to sit down. I'm gonna stay standing, squeezing my fingers and palm into the ball, just creating tension and relaxing. And then just row it around a little bit. So cup that bubbly part of the ball against your palms and push your fingers into the black part of the ball. Nice, squeezing. Nice, getting that blood flow to the fingers and palms. A little bit of acupressure here, or reflexology. That's it, nice deep breath. Now hold or cup the ball in your right hand, put your left hand on your thigh, open out and front. Open out. And imagine that this ball has energy and it's pushing your arm back, and then you're pushing the lid back on it. So open up that chest and press down, holding that ball. Nice light grip through the fingers. One more. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna switch sides. So palm that ball, little grip. We're gonna go open and down. Feel the energy of the ball. Push your arm and shoulder back, and then put the lid on it. Open, inhale, exhale. Releasing shoulder tension from holding those poles. Stretching out those tight front shoulder muscles. Good. You've got it. Last one. Now bring it center and hold it between the two hands. Rotate like a pivoting, like a lazy Susan or a pivoting tray. Let your heel come up, keep the elbows in, and just slide that ball around your waist. Around your waist. Now again, if this is too difficult for you to balance, then do this from a chair. You can still do a nice version of this seated. Let the heel come up so that the hip can freely swing without the knee getting torqued. Good. Or twisted. That's it. Elbows in, rotate that spine, release tension up the back, and hip and thigh. Two more. Last one. Now bring it to the center. Okay, one arm only. Right hand, reach towards where you settle this, bring it back up. Left hand, reach where you settle it, sit back and stretch those hips, come back up. Right hand, reach, see if you can slide it into the groove, or if that's too far, just keep it wherever you're comfortable. Slide it out, pull it back. Slide it out. Try to keep your back flat as you do this. Don't round the back, flatten it. Feel a nice stretch back into those hips, mobilizing the hips, not the spine. The spine stays in its neutral position as you slide that board towards that position on the front of the board. Slide the ball in. There we go. Two more. Now we're gonna hold this one in the down position. If you're comfortable, put both hands on your ball and just stretch in a downward dog position. Tap your toes if you can. Release the tension, let your head drop. Release the tension down the neck, the shoulders, the back, the hips, the legs, in particular, the back side of those legs. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend both knees. Place one hand or forearm back on your thigh. Place the other hand or forearm on the other thigh. Stay here for a second. We have to do this in sections so that you don't get lightheaded. Hold here. Now, come up a little bit with your hands and round your back to the ceiling. Take a few deep breaths right here. And then climb your thighs one hand at a time until you can comfortably roll up to standing. And if you need to hold your poles here, because there oftentimes is an adjustment to that blood flow from down to up and back to your brain again. Take a breath. That little dizzying factors, just that lightheadedness is very common. Relax, inhale and exhale. Now as you start to feel the balance coming back to your body, walk your feet in. Lift your chest up, stretch your ear to shoulder. Take a few deep breaths, stretch to the other side. Chin to chest. Looking up. Bringing it back to center. Let's take one arm and inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale down. The other arm, inhale up. Exhale down. If you can, both. Exhale down. And a bow to yourself for a job well done. Thank you for joining me today. Kathy Stevens on Wellness Wednesday here at the 60 Up members page. Please get yourself hydrated now. Let's take in those nice remaining sips of water before we sign off. All right, gang, till next week, stay well, stay healthy, and see you next Wellness Wednesday. Take care.